Imagine having a $94 million bill due on New Year's Eve. The clock strikes midnight and your bank account has not moved. For most people, that's a nightmare. For Jamaican Canadian billionaire Michael Leachin, it was the start of a high-stakes financial chess match that had the entire Caribbean financial sector holding its breath. Today, we are breaking down the massive relief and the lingering questions following the news that Leachin-linked firms have finally settled a massive $94.1 million US bond installment after missing a crucial deadline. In this video, we are going to examine what happened and why this is such a big deal for regional financial markets, and the lessons to be learned as you navigate your personal investment portfolio. If you want more videos like this, please hit that like and subscribe to the channel right now. It will really help our community grow. Plus, you will receive notification when we release more content like this in the future. To understand why this is such a big deal, we have to look at the players involved. We're talking about AIC Barbados and Portland Barbados, two key investment vehicles in Leachin's Portland holding empire. Now, these entities were at the heart of a massive debt restructuring deal involving nearly $300 million in total debt. The specific payment in question was a ballooning payment consisting of $75 million US in principal and roughly $19.1 million in interest. The original due date, December 31st. When the date came and went without the funds appearing in the accounts of the Jamaica Central Securities Depository Trustee Services, the sirens started blaring. The delay triggered a 45-day cure period. Essentially, it's a grace window that effectively acts as a ticking time bomb, basically. If the funds did not arrive by the end of that window, the consequences would have been catastrophic for Leachin's reputation and his portfolio. You have to understand, this debt was not just unsecured credit. It was backed by a staggering 1.02 billion shares of the NCB Financial Group. And for those who don't know, NCB is the crown jewel of Leachin's empire. Had the payment failed, note holders, which included some of the largest institutional investors and over 2,000 individual bondholders, could have moved to seize those shares. In a worst-case scenario, Leachin could have lost his controlling interest in the very bank he spent decades building into a regional powerhouse. The tension during the first 3 weeks of January was almost visible on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Market analysts were speculating on whether Leachin would be forced into a fire sale of his assets. At one point, Leachin himself was uncharacteristically candid, noting that he was reviewing all options to satisfy his obligations. But then, on Friday, January 23rd, the breakthrough happened. The JCSD Trustee Services confirmed that the full amount, the $94.1 million, had been received. However, even the payment itself was not without its hurdles. Because of the sheer size of the transaction, the funds did not hit everybody's account instantly. The trustee noted that daily transaction limits on the banking platform meant that the distribution had to be staggered over several days. It's a rare peek into the plumbing of high finance. Even billionaires have to deal with daily transfer limits, albeit on a much larger scale than the rest of us. By the following week, the trustee confirmed that the cure was complete, the default was averted, and the immediate threat of legal enforcement or sheer seizure was off the table. But while the market is exhaling, we have to ask, is the crisis truly over? This $94 million was just one chapter in a much longer book. The restructuring agreement stipulates that Lee Chin still has to present and execute a plan for the remaining $203 million in principal by March 31st. The billionaire has signaled that he planned to use the proceeds from impending asset sales to clear the rest of this debt mountain. We have already seen him divest from certain assets, like the sale of the Cinnabar estate and his super yacht. But the market is watching closely to see what else might be on the action block. Furthermore, the performance of NCB Financial Group shares remain a focal point. The stock has faced downward pressure, and as long as the shares are used as collateral, their market value directly impacts Lee Chin's leverage. If the share price drops too far, the margin of safety for his remaining debt narrows. In the end, this successful, if late, payment is a testament of Lee Chin's ability to navigate out of a tight corner. He has once again proven that he can find liquidity when his back is against the wall. And with another $200 million deadline looming in the very near future, the Titan of Jamaica is still very much in a race against time. This was not just a win for Lee Chin. It was a win for the stability of the Jamaican capital markets, which would have been severely rattled by a default of this magnitude. Thanks for watching, and click the link on screen now to watch another Jamaican financial story. Catch you in the next video.